What stops you being able to fall asleep easily at night and what to do about it? In this video, we're going to actually start a video series talking about what might be stopping you to fall asleep easily and things you can do practically so that you can start changing the situation in the coming weeks. And the reason I'm going to break it down in different videos is because, as you might have heard me talk about falling asleep, we need to be able to be physically, emotionally, and mentally relaxed enough to transition from the daytime to the nighttime. Now, we can't really look at all of those things all at once because that's going to complicate the way you want to approach it. So, we're really going to break it down into different videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about physical relaxation and your ability to really enhance how much relaxation you experience. Therefore, it's going to start impacting you how easily you fall asleep. And then in the future videos, we'll start connecting the dots with the other parts as well. Now, a word of warning. If you have any medical conditions that are influencing your ability to be able to be physically relaxed, that's going to contribute to this picture. I'm not going to be able to go through every single scenario, so it's important to really look at the complexity of the problem you have and how this video might relate to your situation. But just like I mentioned, when you enhance your ability to relax in all different ways, it's going to actually help you to shorten the time frame to fall asleep no matter what happens in the daytime. Now, before we go ahead and explore what might be stopping you in this way and what to do about it, I wanted to welcome you back if you're part of my community already. And if you're brand new, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Beatrix Schmidt. I'm a sleep coach, a professional speaker, and the creator of the Sleep Skills for Life program, which is very much my way of helping people like you to finally put all the things in place so that they can overcome their long-term insomnia and sleep problems and also future-proof their sleep for many years to come. Sleep is very practical that way. If you work with yourself in the best way possible, you don't have to struggle with sleep problems, even periodically. I overcame my insomnia many, many years ago now, and I haven't struggled since then. So it's completely possible to really develop great quality sleep for many years to come without any of those struggles returning. So let's come back to today's video and the topic of today's video, which is very much about this physical component of falling asleep in an easy way. Now, what I mean by that in terms of easily is fall asleep within 15-20 minutes, no matter what the day was like. And so this is where we really look at developing a skill set that will help you no matter what happens. Now, this definition of easily might be different for you, but the reason I look at 15 to 20 minutes is because if you have had a difficult day, you are going to be more likely to be further away from relaxation, just as a simple practical concept. Now, if you can fall asleep within 20 minutes, no matter what happens, that shows us that your skill set of making that happen and proactively actually helping yourself to fall asleep is there, and you're not going to struggle with it for any longer period of time. Now, when we look at physical relaxation, physical, emotional, mental relaxation are all part of falling asleep. But physical relaxation, especially, is something that often clients tell me that they know how to do. They know how to relax. Now, I'm not saying you don't know how to relax, but if you've been struggling for a longer period of time, you're not going to be as relaxed as you could be when your sleep is already in a good place. There's a difference. You generally tend to carry more tension because you can't predict what happens each night. So you might feel relaxed, but it still not necessarily mean that it's fully optimized. So how do you even know if your physical relaxation is not as optimized as it could be? So we start to look at practicalities. A very good way to look at how relaxed you are and how long you can maintain relaxation for is to do an exercise during the day that surfaces a lot of these things. Now, what I always say to clients is personality traits always play a role in our ability to be able to relax. And you can't jump into sleep or get into sleep without going through relaxation. So, relaxation, physical, emotional, mental relaxation, has to go to a higher level in order for us to be able to completely let go of the day and transition into sleep. That's the most practical way to describe falling asleep that I do with my clients. So, physical relaxation means that you have to be able to be relaxed enough and long enough so that your body can transition. So, this exercise I want you to do, and I really want you to just give it a go and don't assume you already know the answer, because this is where you can really get some really great insights about where you're at. Is during the day, and please make sure there's daylight as well. So please don't do it late at night. It should not be anywhere near your bedtime. This is not the purpose of that. Is to sit down for 15 minutes without doing anything, without fiddling with your phone or having a cup of tea or anything like that. So this is non-active relaxation. Sit by yourself somewhere quietly. You don't need to listen to music. You don't need to do a meditation. You don't need to close your eyes. None of this is necessary. And you just want to see how your body behaves during that 15 minutes. If you're more of an action type, you're more likely to have any fidgetiness show up earlier because you're so used to taking action all the time. If you have different personality traits, you might be super cool sitting there for 15 minutes. If you're more of an emotional type person, maybe some of those emotions that are sort of in your body already are surfacing. If you're a thinker type, you are probably going to have your mind going to different places. But what's important is no matter what traits you have, is you see what shows up. So by sitting there by yourself without doing anything for 15 minutes, your responses, triggers, personality traits, behaviors, mindsets will start popping up. So when you can maintain your relaxation without fidgeting in some way for longer, that shows us that your ability to be able to relax is a better skill. So if it takes you 2 to 3 minutes to start wanting to do something, or tap your fingers, or cross your legs, or reshuffle on maybe on the chair you're sitting in, that shows us that your physical relaxation only lasts for about this 2 to 3 minutes. If you're able to be really calm and relaxed and not have any physical sensation for a longer period of time, that therefore shows us that you're able to really physically relax for a longer period of time. Now, it's not about how successful you're at this exercise in maintaining relaxation. Don't force it, but it's about seeing what shows up. Do you see what starts to move? If you start to cross your legs or start to tap your fingers, you're going to have some tension in that part of your body. If you start feeling maybe more pain, or your back muscles aren't quite relaxed, then you're going to start seeing where that tension shows up in your body. Emotions carry physicality. So if you start feeling a certain way, you're going to actually start seeing where that physical tension shows up in relation to the emotion. If you got certain mental sort of processes, or your thoughts go a certain way, you're going to start seeing that physical transfer into your body as well, which shows us lack of relaxation. And this is a very simple way to just figuring out where you're at. So take a note at the end of the 15 minutes and say, what showed up for me? Where did I not feel as physically relaxed as I perhaps could have been? And then you want to reflect back on to the night before. What are some of these things that maybe you spotted in this exercise that are also showing up in your nighttime? That's really going to start helping you to link what shows up for your nighttime and how it actually relates to your daytime behaviors as well. Then, how do you integrate something better? So during the day, you can practice relaxing more often, relaxing for longer period of time, but this is always non-active relaxation. So this is not about doing something or following a meditation or something like that, because in the nighttime, you don't need anything in order to fall asleep easily. And if you do more things, it actually is more likely that it takes you further away from being able to really fall asleep in an easy way and consistently. And then once you improve your relaxation during the day, it is going to have a positive influence on your nighttime as well. So that's how you would start figuring out if lack of physical relaxation is even part of your struggles. So I really hope that today's video has helped you. I would encourage you to actually do the exercise and let me know in the comments what you find, what showed up. Were you fidgety? Were you not fidgety? Did you see any certain maybe thought patterns pop up? I'm really curious to hear what you found. So do the exercise, look at what's showing up for you and how you can actually improve physical relaxation, first of all in the daytime, so that you can then have a better situation in the nighttime as well. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, hit that like button below. If you haven't yet, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell as well so I can let you know when I post new videos. And you can also join my email community, which is the most direct way that I can share things with you in the coming weeks. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.